So, not long to go until we see this fight. Danny Garcia versus Keith, one time, Thurman. Hell of a fight. See here, Danny Garcia is still marked by that mark that he received in the Zabjuda fight. Most people are riding with Keith Thurman. Now, you've got to separate two things, right? You've got to separate, firstly, the boxing skill, and you've got to separate the personal feelings. Now, personally, I love Keith Thurman. The guy fights anyone, everyone, right? He's on a roll. I rate Keith Thurman. I love Keith Thurman. He's my boy. I've done interviews with him. I'm rolling with Thurman. However, I'm picking Danny Garcia to win the fight. You know why? Because I think he's better. Simple. Okay? If I know anything about boxing, I'm telling you that you cannot write off Danny Garcia in this fight. If this guy, Danny Garcia, loses to Thurman, it'll be based off one thing, okay? Or a couple of things, let's say. Thurman's footwork, okay? As I'll say this out loud, that Keith Thurman has better footwork than Danny Swift Garcia. Nah, hold on, let me reverse that. Danny Garcia has better footwork, Keith Thurman has faster feet. Danny Garcia is better balanced, he's got better fundamentals than Thurman all around. His punch selection inside the pocket is better. Let me take a look, see what. Let's see if we can find some stuff that we can comment on when these two fight, right? We're gonna take a look at Danny Garcia. We're also gonna be taking a look at one-time Thurman. Okay? And my computer's being a bit slow today, I don't know why. Let me take a look, see, okay? Danny Swift Garcia, right? Let's take a look, see. Okay, when you take a look at Danny Garcia, his footwork and his amateur pedigree is better than Keith Thurman's. His punching power is maybe not as good, but it's still solid. He's got a better chin than Keith Thurman. He takes better body punching than Keith Thurman. Okay, I think his inside boxing skill is better than Keith Thurman. I think he holds better. I think he controls the ring better. Keith Thurman, he carries an intangible, a main intangible, which he has a lot faster feet, and he's a bigger puncher, and he's got faster hands. Okay, you take them three things away, Danny Garcia carries every single attribute you can imagine. He's got more experience in there with better fight. He's got better timing than Keith Thurman. Hold on. He takes a better body shot. He takes a better head shot. And he's got the better amateur pedigree. Okay, but the other thing is, the weight advantage is going to Keith Thurman, so that throws it in the balance. I weighed up all the different options, and I'm telling you that Danny Garcia carries a lot more advantages than it seems. You've got to take the hype out of it, because I know you guys are hating Danny Garcia because of the Peterson fight and the Herrera fight and who he's been picking. You've got to take all that stuff out of it. Oh my god, man, this guy, he's going to annoy you guys, I know, but listen to me. Danny Garcia is no bum. He's a very good boxer who's improved tremendously. I haven't seen improvements in Keith Thurman like I've seen improvements in Danny Garcia. Thurman still runs around the ring and doesn't know how to clinch. And I saw that in the Sean Porter fight, and I picked Thurman to beat Porter. But to be fair, Porter made it very close, and I think that Danny Garcia would do a better job on Porter than Thurman would, simply because Danny Garcia has better. He's a better tactician in the ring. He's more skillful. Here we are. I made this. Be Real TV, baby. But yeah, man. With Keith Thurman, when he fought Sean Porter, is another one of my pictures. When he fought Sean Porter, okay, I expected the fight to play out how it played out, but I thought maybe Sean Porter's gonna get better on him when he gets inside. But overall, I picked Thurman because of his footwork. I thought he'd outbox Sean Porter, which he did, and he landed the cleaner, more precise punches. But with Danny Garcia, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Danny Garcia knows now how to control distance. That's something he didn't know how to do when he fought Peterson. I think it's something he didn't know how to do when he fought Mauricio Herrera. And I think he's picked up really well. Here's another one of my pictures, I think. Yeah, this is a Be Real TV picture. Yeah, there we are, Be Real TV. So for me, Danny Garcia, he's improved, okay? If you take a look at him when he fought Guerrero, the guy was moving the back foot, right? And he banged out Robert Guerrero better than Thurman. Yes, Thurman dropped him, but I think Danny Garcia got more cleaner punches, better box. He boxed Guerrero better. I mean, you look at the fight. He didn't really get punched as much as Thurman. I think Thurman, and really did get caught a lot by Guerrero and got pushed back by Guerrero. Danny Garcia was dancing around the ring, and you saw that he didn't have the weight advantage there, but he was a better boxer. The other thing is this: Danny Garcia has had time out of the ring, and he's been pumping iron and getting strong, and I think that that's going to show in the fight as well. I think he's going to be a stronger fighter in there, a bigger welterweight in there, and I think he's acclimated more to the weight division. And worst come to worst, if it's a close fight, Danny Swift Garcia is also known as Danny Gift Garcia, so he's going to get the decision there. He's been in there against Matisse, he's been in there against Khan, he's been in there against the very best, and he's got a team together, he's young, he's had the better amateur pedigree. I think that when he fought Paulie, we saw glimpses of improvements from Danny Garcia in terms of range control. I think he's grown a lot since the Robert Guerrero fight. I think it's a lot bigger. So I really like Danny Garcia in this fight personally. I think Thurman's got the faster hands, faster feet, more punching power. But I think on the inside of what's going to happen is Danny Garcia is going to catch and Danny Garcia is going to shoot. Okay? I think Danny Garcia is going to catch and I think Danny Garcia is going to shoot. And Thurman's going to load, Danny Garcia is going to roll it and he's going to land some tremendous counter punches. Okay, and I think that's how the fight is going to play out. I don't think that the fight is going to be told by foot speed. I think footwork has a lot to do with it as much as foot speed, and I think Danny Garcia's footwork has improved significantly. He knows now when to back up and when to go forward. Canelo doesn't have fast feet, but you look at the way Canelo's improved recently. He's not going to get... If he faced Lara, trust me, Canelo would whoop Lara's ass now, because Canelo's improved significantly in range control. And that's it. That's what Danny Garcia's learned. Danny Garcia's also learned the lesson of how to take a step back, step forward, take a step back, take a step forward. As far as Keith Thurman goes, he's a very good fighter, and if he wins a fight, I'm happy for him, right? And I'm not saying it's not a close fight. It's just that from what I've seen, I really think that Keith Thurman's not going to be able to beat Danny Garcia, and it's just as simple as that. I think Garcia's got the intangibles there. In terms of his boxing skill, simple and plain. Okay, and I think he's learned. I think he's grown as a fighter. He's no longer the fighter that we've seen in the past. Thurman mostly is. Thurman's my one time retweeted. Is this even the same? Is this right, Thurman? I think Keith. No, it's not. Keith F. Thurman Jr. This is Keith Thurman. Hold on. Let's take a look at Keith Thurman's Twitter. Thurman looks good, and I like Thurman. He fights everyone. And it'd be good for boxing if he won. But I'm gonna be honest and just keep it real. That I think Danny Garcia is gonna pull this one out of the bag. I'll be in a minority, and you're all entitled to your opinion. But mention something that I've not mentioned. I've already acknowledged that. Thurman's got faster hands. He's got bigger, more punching power. He's got faster feet. But don't come on here talking about Danny Garcia and all, he's a cherry picker. That makes no difference in this fight. When they get in that ring, that stuff makes no difference. Thurman's a bad boy, and he's improved. But I think the amateur pedigree is there with Danny Garcia, and I think that is going to show. Thurman's improved in terms of his boxing, but I really do still think Danny Garcia's got the better catch and shoot style, and they're going to exchange blows, and Danny Garcia's going to roll under and counter punch and catch and shoot and control range better, and Thurman's going to struggle with that. That's what I think. And I also think that Danny Garcia's going to attack that body hard of Thurman. So let me know what you think. Keith Thurman, Danny Swift Garcia, it's going down soon. In a bit, guys.